Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get into today's video, which is the Object 260, the brand new tank in the game, let's talk about how you can get containers, gold, tanks, everything in the shop for up to 45% cheaper than anywhere else, and that is using the app gallery, the Huawei app gallery. The link is in the description to download it. All you have to do is set your country to United Kingdom, Ireland or New Zealand. It doesn't matter what country you're from. You could be from America, and all you have to do, you don't have to do anything special. Just go into the App Store and set your country to one of those countries. That is all you have to do. No VPN is needed. Just go to the store, go to the link in the description, download the App Gallery store, and you will get things a lot cheaper in game. On top of that, you will get cash back for whatever you spend. So you will get 20% cash back for whatever you spend in the shop. So you're basically getting money back. You're spending money and then you're getting some money back. So also what Huawei have currently got is they got coupons. You can see here 15% off coupon, 15% off coupon, and then they have two 20% off coupons. So that's £7. So that you can see the first 20% coupon, you have to spend £7 or more for that coupon to become activated. So all you got to do is activate the coupon, go into the game store, spend something that is £7, which we're going to see here. We're going to go onto the £7, the Canon container. We're going to go £7 there. As soon as we click it, there we go. We're going to purchase that, and this is where the coupon becomes activated. It's going to take you to where you pay pretty much, and you can see £7 goes down to £5.60. So on top of that £5.60, that £1.40 that you're saving, you're also getting the 20% cash back as well into Huawei points. So you can see currently my Huawei points balance is 3.63 points. That equals £3.63 in points, and that is just going to go up and up and up every time I buy something for cheaper using the Huawei app gallery. So download yours now. The link is in the description, and get stuff for cheaper than you will pay anywhere else. So back to this video, the Object 260. It is basically, everyone keeps saying it's an upgraded IS-7. I wouldn't say so. I mean, the armor, the turret is not too bad. You can see here the side of the turret, you can get to sort of 400 to 500 millimeters. The front plate is really weak. The front plate is actually really weak, but your turret is where you have to play this tank. You have to rely on the turret. You can see there up to 300 sort of millimeters thick. You have the spaced armor. You can see at the front the pink there, and at the side you have the spaced armor as well. So for it to be an upgraded IS-7, I'm not 100% sure. We're going to have a look at stats of both tanks here. So the DPM is a lot more than the IS-7. Penetration is the same. The alpha is less. It only has the 420 alpha, whereas the IS-7 has the 460. But the IS-7 is 130 millimeter and not 122 millimeter. The shelf velocity is much better, but it does have the APCR instead of the AP that the IS-7 has. The aim time much better. Gun dispersion much better. The gun depression is exactly the same. Speed is a slightly less on this than it is the IS-7, but you can see the turret armor there, 265 on your turret, where it has 240 on the IS-7, but the hull is actually much worse. So again, the only upgraded thing is the DPM. Obviously the dispersion and the aim time is better on the 260, but the IS-7 has the armor. This doesn't really have the armor. You have to rely on the front turret. I just get bounced. I mean, I get penned nearly all day long. It's very rare I manage to bounce quite a lot in this tank. Do I like it? I'm not sure. I don't think it's the best of tanks, but I also don't think it's the worst. And I think that's pretty good. It's balanced. It's balanced, and that's very rare you hear someone say that with tier 10 tanks, to be honest. It's balanced. I think a lot of people get disappointed when they do play a tank like the 260 and they think, oh, it's meh, that means it's shit. They want a overpowered tank. They want a T22. They want tanks that are just overpowered, so then they can actually complain about it later on in their journey. But I'm going to praise Wargaming. Like, I'm not saying it's a fantastic tank, and I'm not saying it's a shit tank. It's balanced. And that is what Wargaming need to do more of. Now, people compare this to the IS-7. Now, there is some tanks out there. For instance, let's take the 121. The 121 is an amazing Chinese tank. And then you have the 121B, which is the premium version of the 121. It doesn't have as good stats as the 121, but it's not as good. So people will sit there and say, what is the point buying the 121B when we have the 121 in the tech tree? Now, that's pretty good, because the 121B is a premium tank. To say that to a tech tree tank, like, oh, I don't need that premium tank because I have the tech tree tank, which is much better. But then also you do have the T22. People will say, oh, I don't need the Object 140 or the Type 6 T62A because I have the T22, which is very, very similar. Now, people can't say that with this tank. They can't sit there and say, I have the IS-7, I don't need the Object 260. Or they can't say, I have the Object 260, I don't need the IS-7. They are both played completely the same. Yes, they are similar, but the alpha, the DPM, the armor is all different. It is completely different to the IS-7. It does play like an IS-7 in a way, but the IS-7, at least you can rely on the front armor. Unless you are obviously side scraping, then the pike nose becomes really, really weak. You can't really rely on that armor. You can rely on the turret armor, of course. On this thing, sorry. On the IS-7, you can rely on the armor when you're sort of facing them. Your bottom plate becomes really, really weak when you are facing them. But that is the best way to play. So it's going to be a very difficult tank to play. It is going to be a difficult tank to play. I don't think it's going to do really, really well. Of course, the tank is brand new. People are going to complain because it is in crates. Now, I don't mind that because it is a tier 10. I always say I don't mind crates in tier 10. Wargaming are kind of, they're looking like they are sorting the crates out. Lately, you've been winning a lot of gold and shit in the crates. What I don't like is sort of tier 7, tier 8 tanks in crates. Tier 9, tier 10, I really don't mind, as long as you're actually getting your money's worth if you don't win the actual tank itself. So I think a lot of people are going to play it. I think what we got to do, we just got to get used. People have got to get used to the fact that crates are here and they're not going anytime soon, unless everywhere turns into Belgium. So if you're living in Belgium, you probably won't see this offer, because crates are actually banned in Belgium. So unless other countries follow suit like Belgium, the crates are going to stay. It's just, it's, people always say, oh, I bet this tank is in crates. Well, of course, like, it's not rocket science. Everything comes in crates nowadays. We just got to get used to it, I'm afraid, and we've got to get over it. I'm not saying it's great, but it's there and it's going to happen. If you want the tank that's not in crates, then I'm afraid you're going to have to wait until the next time round, when it will either come for money or it will come for gold. Now, this is not overpowered. It is balanced 100%. It will come back in the next, say, 3 months, and it will be 15 to 20k gold. So people are going to pay for the rarity of it. They are going to buy it. They are going to buy crates. Doesn't matter how many times people says don't buy crates. People will buy crates, and they are buying crates, which is why crates are still in the game. So that is the Object 260. Do I think it's worth it? Again, because it's crates, I can't tell you if it's worth it. If you get it on your first crate, then of course it's worth it. If it's going to take 20 crates, then no, it's not worth it. But if you are going to buy crates, then do use the app gallery coupon, because you will get crates for cheaper. So just download the coupon, as I said at the start, and then buy the crates that way, because at least you get discount off the actual crates. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. That is the Object 260 brand new tank into the game. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy. Hit that subscribe button. Droodles is catching me, guys. He is going to overtake me very soon. I'm Meadsy. Catch you soon.